Ciao kakomba. Last time I did a video on obscure scripts, it was about Chu Nam, and you should definitely check that out if you haven't already. This episode, we're going to talk about the more obscure and forgotten middle child of Vietnamese scripts, Quốc Âm Tân Tự. Like, comment, subscribe.
Pioneer Amusement Club.
Before we get into the script itself, let's talk about what led to its creation. For most of Vietnamese history, Vietnam used the Chữ Hán and Chữ Nôm for their writing system, which, although it looked cool, came with one big problem that no one anticipated. It was complicated as fuck. Peasants had a hard time learning how to read and write, so literacy rates were low. So during the mid-19th century Nguyen dynasty, a Nam Dinh scholar who goes by Nguyen Tu proposed a new script called Quốc Âm Tân Tự, aka National Sound New Script. Unlike the previous systems, which were logographic, this script is semi-syllabic, so the learning curve is much lower than the steps needed to learn Chữ Hán and God forbid Chữ Nôm. Yo, I just invented a fire-ass script. I can't wait to show it to the emperor. Unfortunately, possibly due to the Siamese-Vietnamese War, a major royal succession, regional rebellions, or foreign entanglements, nobody knows for sure, but this new script never got the momentum or support needed for it to be widely spread. Or spread at all for that matter. There were only 2 documents ever that use this script. One of them is a dictionary that explains how to use the script, and the other is a draft of the same paper. Some would say it's for the best that Vietnam uses Quoc Ngữ today, but personally, I think this script looks sexy as fuck. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use this so we can hopefully get the script up and running again. Hashtag bring back Quốc Âm Tân Tự. So first off, unlike the Chữ Hán and Chữ Nôm, which operates logographically, Quốc Âm Tân Tự operates by adding a consonant to a rhyme, featuring 22 stem characters composed of consonants and 110 branch characters used to write the rhyme sound. Just simply combine the characters you need to make the sound you're about to write. Wait, is that easy? So far, yes, but there's like 132 characters you need to memorize, and that's sort of the hard part. Each character is made up of exactly 4 strokes, coincidentally like a Tetris piece. And finally, tones are marked with circles or semicircles, and depending on the exact tone, it can be placed on one of 4 corners. For those a little confused on this, aka the crowd who doesn't know anything about today's Vietnamese writing system, these aren't tones. These are just the extra vowels Vietnamese has. Tones are actually one of these, and you combine them with the letters to make the sound you want to make. Unlike today's Vietnamese, which has 6 different tone markers, this script utilizes the traditional 8-tone system, which was inherited from Chinese phonology. The difference is that with the inclusion of the 6 that 24.3% of my viewers know and love today, there's an additional 2 sak and nan tones for syllables ending in k, ch, p, and t. Here's the Vietnamese words mang and mak. Although they're both pronounced with an acute sak tone, this word is categorized as an entering sak tone because it ends with a k sound. Rhymes with end with n becomes t, m becomes p, ng becomes c, nh becomes ch. This was mostly done to prevent about 100 more branches from ever existing. So because this branch ends with ng, it becomes a k instead. Viet, for example. When I showed this earlier, the more astute viewers probably realized, wait, this branch is read as ien. Why is it read as iet here? Because we wrote this tone marker, the n becomes a t, and now it's read as viet. Semicircles are for tones. Nyap, bottom right, he, top right, zeng, top left, and bing, bottom left. And circles are for yung tones. Yung nyap, bottom right, yung hu, top right, yung tung, top left, and yung bing, bottom left. Does this mean anything if you're not Vietnamese? Probably not, but it's still cool to mention. Okay, so that's how you use the script. Now let's see it in action. Here's a sample text I found on Omniglot, which is the best fucking website in the world. Let's try to slowly decipher it and translate it to Quoc Ngữ, then back to English. So, using this stem cipher I got from Omniglot, and this branch cipher I also got from Omniglot. This entire video is because of Omniglot. This video is sponsored by Omniglot. Then, bottom right semicircle tone mark. What does this marker mean? The accent is acute, but also, because this branch ends with ng, it becomes a c. So altogether, this first character is Quoc. I know it's spelled with a Q in Chu Quoc Ngữ, but what's important is that it makes a k sound. Alright, that was pretty fun. Let's take a look at this second character. Okay, so this means no consonant, and this character reads, And the fact that there's a bottom left semicircle tone marker means that it's unpitched. So this character is read as You probably realize where this is going, but let's just finish the word anyway. This character is read with the T stem, an un branch, and a bottom left semicircle indicating that it's unpitched. Tang. Lastly, this character is written with a T stem as well, but with a U branch. Coupled with a bottom right circle, we can deduct that this is read as T. So finally, altogether, Quốc Âm Tân Tự is the script you're reading. Here's the rest of the sample text in case you want to know what the rest says. Alright, I don't really know where else to go in this video, so I'm going to teach you how to write planets and shit in this script, because this Quốc Âm Tân Tự Facebook group inspired me to do it. Starting with sun, let's figure out how to write each celestial body in this script. Sun in Vietnamese is mat trời. The M stem is written like this, and the at branch is written like this. Again, this branch is supposed to be read as un, but because we added this marker, the M becomes a T, so this whole thing is mat. Next is this Troy part. TR is its own stem, so we can just write that. And now we just need to find the oi. Let's not accidentally choose the wrong O, because in Vietnamese, there's what looks to be 3 different types without even adding additional markers. So we add this. Now we just gotta figure out which tone marker to use. Since this is low falling, we use the bottom left circle, and bam! This is how you write the sun in Quốc Âm Tân Tự. Now let's do Mercury next. Mercury in Vietnamese is sao Thuy. The S stem is written like this, and the Ao branch is written like this, found it. This is sao, and a bottom left semicircle indicating that it's unpitched. To write Thuy, the TH stem is written like this. Find the Uy branch, and then add the corresponding Quốc Âm Tân Tự tone marker for hook above tone. And for this tone, we gotta add this mid-falling rising, which is written with the top left semicircle. Sao Thuy, or Mercury. Venus in Vietnamese is sao Kim. You see, sao originally means star, but in Sinosphere languages, this is the word used to indicate a celestial body. So you're gonna see this for a couple of other planets in this list. We know what sao is, but Kim is different. Cut sounds are written with this stem, and im is written with this stem. It doesn't have a tone mark, so he uses this. That's how you write Venus. Earth in Vietnamese is tri. That tri is written using the TR stem and the I branch. And finally, because it's a rising tone that doesn't end in C, CH, P, or T, we use the top right semicircle tone. For D, we're going to use the cross D stem, which looks like this, with the UN branch. The N becomes a T when we use the bottom right semicircle tone marker. And that's how you make tri dat. Alright, let's write the moon next, which in Vietnamese is ma trăng. The M stem looks like this, and this time we're going to use the UN branch. Just like last time, we're going to convert the N to a T using this tone marker, but because this tone is an underdot, we're going to be using the bottom right circle. Trăng, on the other hand, doesn't use any tone markers. That's just one of the 3 A's Vietnamese have. So we're going to combine the TR stem and ung to make trăng, plus the bottom left semicircle. There you have it, ma trăng, or moon. Alright, so I'm not going to waste any more of your time. This is how you write the rest of the planets in Quốc Âm Tân Tự. Anyways, that's basically it. Here's a little bit of homework before this video ends. First one to translate it all first, I'll pin their comment. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Can we get 500 likes? That would be pretty fucking awesome. If we can't get 500 likes, I'll do another video on East Asian scripts. I would also like to give a quick thanks to Mage for helping me throughout these 2 videos. I put his ad in the description, I hope he doesn't mind. Anyways, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Clouds in my sunshine. There's a cloud in my sunshine. Rain on my parade. My jeans got a hole in it. My happy's got a sad. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 clouds in my sunshine.